If you're considering Monster Hunter Wilds, this video is all you need. We're breaking down every major aspect: combat, environment, AI, multiplayer, open world, story, visuals, and more. So if you're on the fence about getting this game, stick around because this video will help you decide. Now, without further ado, let's dive in. The combat system in Wilds has been refined to offer a more fluid and engaging experience. The introduction of Focus Mode enables players to target specific monster body parts, creating opportunities for critical hits and strategic attacks. For instance, targeting a monster's wings might cause it to lose flight, or hitting its legs could impair its mobility, forcing it into a more ground-based combat stance. The beauty of this system is that it provides new ways for players to customize their approach to each fight, whether they prefer brute strength or precision strikes. Furthermore, the slinger returns with enhanced capabilities, allowing players to interact with the environment, triggering traps or environmental hazards to gain the upper hand. You can now craft traps mid-fight, giving you a tactical advantage. Imagine luring a massive creature into a precarious ledge and causing it to fall into a pit you've set up. This new level of interactivity makes the hunt feel much more like a true battle of wits and survival. While Monster Hunter Wilds introduces several enhancements, some players have noted a perceived reduction in difficulty compared to previous titles. The streamlined mechanics and accessibility features may make certain aspects of the game feel less challenging. However, Capcom has promised that the endgame content will provide more formidable challenges, catering to players seeking a more demanding experience. The game introduces higher-tier monsters and optional extreme hunts that push players to their limits, requiring a masterful understanding of each monster's behavior. The thing is, Monster Hunter Wilds feels almost too easy for veteran players. The gameplay lacks the challenge that longtime fans of the series have come to expect. With the combat being more accessible, there's less incentive to engage in the deeper mechanics, like targeting monsters' weak spot or experimenting with different armor sets. What's worse, the lack of difficulty means you don't feel the urgency to hunt for better gear, which has always been a core part of the experience. For many veterans, this not only waters down the thrill of the hunt, but also removes that satisfaction of winning. What sets Monster Hunter Wilds apart from earlier titles is its deep integration of the environment. In past games, the environment was merely a backdrop for combat. Now, the landscape plays an active role in the fight. For instance, you can trigger rock slides to trap monsters, or use towering trees for stealth and positioning. The Seikret mount, introduced as a new feature, can also interact with the environment in ways that facilitate combat or exploration. The Seikret's ability to scale walls and leap across ravines adds an element of agility that was previously unseen in the series. Sorry to interrupt, but if you find this video helpful or entertaining at any point, make sure to like and subscribe. It's a really big help. Thank you. One of the most significant changes in Monster Hunter Wilds is the transition to a seamless open world. Unlike its predecessors, which featured segmented zones with loading screens, Wilds offers a vast, interconnected environment. Players can traverse diverse biomes, ranging from dense forests to arid deserts, without interruptions, enhancing immersion and exploration. Each area feels alive, with wildlife and environmental changes that make the world feel dynamic. Imagine encountering a thunderstorm while hunting a monster. This isn't just visual flair, but impacts gameplay. The way the weather affects your hunter's stamina and visibility changes the dynamics of a hunt. You'll need to adapt your strategy based on these conditions, adding layers of complexity to the gameplay, something we didn't have in previous games. The monsters in Wilds are not just mindless beasts. They are intelligent, adaptive creatures with unique behaviors. Each monster has its own tactics, hunting styles, and environmental interactions. For example, the lava worm, a volcanic serpent, uses the molten terrain to its advantage, creating molten pools that increase the temperature of the surrounding area. In contrast, a frostbeak, a massive avian predator, can use the cold to freeze sections of the ground, creating slick surfaces that make combat more hazardous. These behaviors add layers of unpredictability, as you never know what to expect during a fight. The monster's AI has also been vastly improved, making them more reactive to player actions. They adapt to your tactics, meaning you can't just spam attacks and expect to win. Monster Hunter Wilds continues the series' tradition of cooperative multiplayer, supporting up to 4 players. The seamless open world and dynamic environments make multiplayer hunts more engaging and strategic. Players can team up to tackle formidable monsters, combining their unique skills and weapons to achieve victory. Now we have a new feature in which you can ask for other players' help by firing a flare into the air, hoping they're not AFK. Multiplayer hunts also incorporate new mechanics, such as the ability to form temporary alliances with NPC factions. These factions can assist during hunts, providing extra firepower or healing support. The cooperative aspect is well implemented, fostering teamwork and camaraderie among players. The Seikret mount deserves its own section because of its impact on both gameplay and exploration. Not only does it serve as a fast travel tool, but it can also engage monsters in unique ways. The Seikret can charge through weaker monsters or leap into the air to assist in aerial combat. This mount also enables new forms of cooperative play, as two players can mount and coordinate attacks while another distracts the monster. This dynamic adds depth to multiplayer hunts, requiring teamwork, coordination, and strategic thinking. While some might argue that mounts detract from the core Monster Hunter experience, the Seikret brings a new layer of excitement and flexibility that complements the traditional gameplay. By the way, if you did end up buying the game, maybe check out Instant Gaming before you blindly purchase it through Steam. At the moment of making this video, the deluxe version is on a 21% off. I'm sure you can buy it even lower when the hype drops. The link's down below, go and check it out yourself, see if there's a better deal on the page. Set in the Forbidden Lands, Monster Hunter Wilds presents a rich narrative that intertwines with its gameplay. The story follows a seasoned hunter investigating the mysterious disappearance of an expedition party. As players delve deeper into the lore, they encounter a diverse cast of characters, from rival hunters to ancient guardians, and uncover the secrets of the land. One of the more intriguing storylines involves the Forbidden Artifact, a relic from a bygone civilization that holds the key to understanding the deeper mysteries of the land and the monsters that roam it. The world building in Wilds is top-notch, with detailed histories of each region and its creatures. For fans of the Monster Hunter franchise who enjoy a bit of lore, Wilds delivers plenty to uncover. Although the visuals of this game isn't its selling point, the game boasts stunning visuals, with meticulously crafted environments that showcase the beauty and danger of the Forbidden Lands. Dynamic weather systems and time-of-day cycles further enhance the realism and immersion. Whether you're navigating sun-drenched deserts or traversing dense, fog-covered forests, each biome has its own unique feel. The creature designs are particularly noteworthy, with each monster exhibiting unique behaviors and appearances that contribute to the game's rich ecosystem. The detailed environments, from rocky cliffs to sprawling savannas, create a world that feels both alive and dangerous. The audio design complements the visuals, with a dynamic soundtrack that adapts to the intensity of battles and exploration. The sound effects are immersive, from the rustling of leaves to the roars of formidable beasts. Wilds also introduces a new orchestral soundtrack that shifts with the mood of the moment. If you're stalking a monster in the dead of night, the music will set a tense, suspenseful tone. But once the battle begins, the music becomes a powerful, adrenaline-pumping score that fuels the action. The core weapons from Monster Hunter World make a return, with all 14 weapon types seeing significant improvements in Wilds. The variety ensures that players can find a weapon that suits their preferred playstyle. For instance, the Great Sword now has an advanced charging mechanic, allowing players to channel the power of previous hits for an even more devastating final blow. Meanwhile, the dual blades have been enhanced with a faster combo system, rewarding dexterity and timing. The strategic use of weapons now feels more rewarding than ever, as players must consider their weapons' capabilities while factoring in the environmental conditions and monster weaknesses. It's about learning how to dance with the creature and knowing when to strike, evade, or retreat. If the open world of Monster Hunter Wilds isn't good enough for you, you might want to check this video on the screen. It'll showcase top 10 best open world games every gamer must try. Also, like and subscribe if you find this video worthy. Thanks for watching.